Hey there, gorgeous gays! Version 2 here with Indie World Showcase! We had a partner showcase for Nintendo, like, what, last week? Was that last week? I think it was last week. It was like the end of July. And as they often do, I believe, shortly following that, there's an Indie World. I'm going to guess. I'm gonna have a wild guess. My guess is that people saw Indie World. And that most people's responses to this in the YouTube live chat are going to be mad that there's no Zelda announced, mad that there's no Smash Bros announced, and expecting Silksong, and if there is no Silksong, calling everything else terrible. I don't have predictions about the Indie World Showcase. I have predictions about the predictions of the Indie World Showcase. That's gonna be where I'm... I don't like going into these things with predictions. I feel like... I know it's part of... There isn't watching now. I know predictions are, like, part of the formula and part of, like, what gets people excited about these things. But unless it's something like, oh, we know we're... Like for stuff like Smash, I could get it. Because, oh, we know we're going to get a Smash Bros. Character, or at least we're very likely to get a Smash Bros. Character in a direct. What predictions on that? Because then at least it's, like, focused a little bit into something. But I always see people just go into any direct, even at this point now, like with Sony, with their state of plays, they'll go into any of them where there's no metric of, like, what could be there. So people will just throw the most, like, wish fulfillment stuff out there and then get mad when it's not there. And I'm just like, I don't know, I like going in, just like, I don't have any expectations. And I'm just gonna open up my list, and if a thing looks interesting, I'm gonna write it on there, which I should probably do. This is an Indie World Showcase. I will likely add more to this than I did to my list than I did last time. I mean, the last time on my list, what did we add? We added Hella, Shinobi, Art of Vengeance, and Adventures of Elliot. So, will we add more than that today? I don't know. I've now realized the tech of... Bioshock isn't in here, I'm gonna write it. But, yeah. So, I've got my list open. I've now realized, I normally say, oh, I'll go back to the list and write stuff after that. And if I forget to do that, then I forget some of the games, because memory bad. But I've got the list open now, each time I do one of these, so I can write it as it happens. So, Indie World. It's also Indie World, so it's usually, these are worldwide projects from all different countries. That's very loud. Very loud for everyone, I think. Oh my god. Oh! The mouse game! Shovel Knight devs! Yeah. We've seen this for a while. Mina? Is it? I forget the mouse name. From what I've heard people say, from what we've seen of this, is that it's very... This is still very loud. This is very much Link to the Past inspired. Like I can tell it's top-down Zelda just by looking at it, but from what people have said, the comparisons are very much oh, this is very Link to the Past. Mina! Yeah, there it is. Yeah. Whoa. When did that say? I saw a demo. Holy shit, Halloween. That's pretty fucking soon. Holy shit. Shovel Knight devs, Yacht Club, they've done a while since then. They are also publishers. I see some people say, oh, new Yacht Club game. And they've published some things that they've not developed. But they have developed a couple other, like, Shovel Knight spin-offs in the meantime. But I feel like this is their first original IP that's been published by them for quite a while. Mina the Hollower.
Hello, everyone.
Shovel Knight is a fucking masterpiece. It really is.
We're back to
I feel like enough time has passed, and we've seen enough other games that do stuff similar to Shovel Knight that everyone does now, except that, yeah, no, Shovel Knight is actually just one of the best at what it does. I definitely think so.
The support of these independent
The big thing that helps Shovel Knight is just the multiple campaigns.
Play for everyone.
How much they change the game in so much interesting ways.
Talented indie developers around the world are bringing to both Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch.
And without further ado, let's dive into some titles for Nintendo Switch.
Crypt Custodian, and Islands. I've not heard of either of those, but art style is immediately Metroidvania. Save birdkind. Queen's so awful, why are you working for her? You should have quit. Slingshot. Ooh, okay, okay. Movement tech, we got shmovement. Holy shit, okay. Well, that's absolutely getting right on there. Well Dweller. Metroidvania with movement and a very interesting art style. That's absolutely going on there. Neverway.
Do jogo. Quando começamos a fazer o Neverway, nós nos inspiramos em vários elementos de jogos que a gente ama. E nisso tentamos criar algo único.
A gente também notou como que os
what inspiration did it actually say?
Uma cena de terror, por exemplo, é muito mais impactante logo depois de algo acolhedor.
Esperamos que isso torne o mundo de Neverway muito mais vivo para vocês.
Horror and
E
something
que vocês gostem
wholesome?
do que vamos mostrar.
What on earth are we about to say?
You ever want to quit your job, move to a farm, and become the immortal herald of a dead deity?
Sounds intriguing. Tell me more.
It sounded intriguing to Fiona too, who hopes to survive this unusual set of circumstances in Neverway, a nightmarish life sim RPG co-created by the pixel artist of Celeste.
I was about to say the pixel art kind of looks familiar.
And Hyperlight Drifter.
Nightmarish?
Don't worry, these circumstances come with a sword that Fiona uses to explore and fight through the
Okay,
night.
it's a farming sim, but it's Eldritch horror farming sim.
That sounds...
I feel like that's acceptable.
Not at all. Along the way, she'll meet a variety of charming characters, each with their own unique routines.
Oh
and
no,
stories
falling off the
to
ladder
follow.
onto the girl. Oh
Befriend,
no.
romance, or deceive them to unlock buffs and combat abilities to help you on your
I
journey.
feel like Eldritch
I might have to
horror
give
farming
this
sim
immortal herald
is enough of a unique take on it that I'm not like,
Answer
oh
the
my god,
call.
another farming
Persist
sim.
through this deadly dimension, engage in fast-paced combat, and pay off your debt when Neverway descends onto Nintendo Switch next year.
Yeah, that's going on there. I'll write that down. I'll write that down. Okay, what are these adorable creatures? They look like fantasy creatures. I think like they look at common. Oh, yeah, pull it up the cliff. Yeah, yeah, push this shit with you. Are you just a herder? Oh my god, birds. Oh, I think you're like literally like herding them, like in a migration. Okay, that's charming.
From the publisher of Firewatch comes Herdling, a new adventure from the creators of the acclaimed Far series. In this tale of beauty and companionship, guide a herd of mysterious creatures into the mountains and beyond.
The journey will be challenging but breathtaking as you traverse fog-wreathed forests, forgotten valleys, and snowy plateaus.
As you cross these diverse biomes, discover
I really
more
like
fabled
this.
beasts known as calicorns and add them to your herd.
You'll also encounter eerie dangers, formidable obstacles, and environmental puzzles as you climb higher and forge your way to the mystery at the summit.
Wield your
For me, it's
staff
like
to guide
it
the
feels like
calicorns
it's
and
gonna be
join their
like
exhilarating
not
stampedes.
like not
Embark
literally,
on a
but
tale
in terms of the
trusted
vibe,
survival
it's like
when
what if
Herdling
Journey,
climbs onto Nintendo Switch
but you had a
August
pack of
21st.
animals with you.
Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo.
Like not in terms of like gameplay, but in terms of like vibes of what it would feel like. That's getting added
Window
on there.
seat or aisle.
Window.
I want to be by the
booth,
window.
or table.
I want to eat a burger. I do not want to drink
Lone
coffee.
wolf or life
I
of
do
the
not want to
party.
dance.
Ooh, now
I wanna
that's a
dance.
tough one.
Well, those are the types of decisions you'll have to make in this pleasant puzzle game, where you organize groups of
Is
people
this seat
according
taken?
to their preferences. You're in charge of who sits where.
Play seating matchmaker to please picky characters by dropping them into social situations and watching them react.
Discover each character's unique traits, from the relatable to the outlandish, everyone has a seat at the table.
Piece together these satisfying puzzles at your own pace and unlock fun new scenarios like bus rides,
This is
banquets,
cute.
limo rides, and more. Sit back, relax, and find the perfect spot.
Not
for
like
everyone.
add to the list
Is
for
this
like
seat
streaming,
taken?
but that is
Launching
cute.
on Nintendo
That's a
Switch
cute take on a
later
puzzle
today.
game. I like that.
Your favorite big city just got even bigger.
That's right. Little
Oh, we've
Kitty
seen this game
Big
before, yeah.
City is back with a free update, chock full of brand new opportunities for mischief.
Use the cat customizer to give your kitty a fresh new look, or even recreate your
Little Kitty
favorite
Big
furball.
City. I
Once
seem to
you're
recall
looking
seeing this in a
meow,
previous
Head out into the city to explore new
worlds.
areas, make new
or
friends,
indie showcase or
and check
something.
in on some familiar faces.
Get your paws dirty as you learn skills from your puppy pal, or strut your stuff for the fanciest
Still never
feline
actually, like,
celebrity
turned
in
on The Good Life.
whole wide city.
With a catwalk like that, it's a good
I don't know
thing
if The
you can
Good Life
also
lived up
unlock
to what people
additional
wanted it to be or
camera mode
not.
features to
Never
capture
heard
it
much
all.
about it.
Say
So,
cheese.
not actually
That's
sure.
not a cat pun.
You gotta be kidding me.
The Little Kitty Big City free picture perfect update launches on Nintendo Switch this year.
We hope you're looking forward to the Nintendo Switch games you just saw.
Next
Oh, so
up,
that was Switch
let's
and it's
take
gonna
a
be
look
Switch
at
2
some
now?
Indies bound for Nintendo Switch 2.
Okay, yeah. I can't imagine many would be exclusive to
Under
Switch 2.
attack.
I imagine it's like Switch and Switch 2 will be enhanced. I can't imagine too many indies are doing
Put on a
exclusive
brave
Switch 2s
face,
at this point. It's
squad
just
up with your friends,
too
and hop
limited.
into the diving bell
Okay, which one
as
of-
you
which
try
one
to
is
go
this?
viral in the online co-op horror
Which
game.
one is this?
Content warning.
Content warning.
Grab your
Okay.
camera, courage,
I'll be honest,
and
there's like
first items
a
for
dearth
shenanigans
of
down in the depths of
like
the old world.
Film as
multiplayer
many happenings
silly
as possible
physics
before you run out of breath,
horror
batteries, or
games
buddies.
As long as one
around
of
to
you
the
grab
moment
the
that I
surface,
have them all
you can
confused
upload
and I
your
don't
footage
know
to
which one's
YouTube,
which.
Grab some popcorn,
Like,
and watch the views roll.
This, Lethal
You've got
Company,
3 days to hit
Repo,
your view quota.
all stuff like
More
that. I don't know the
eyeballs
fucking
equal
difference.
More moolah. And the more ad revenue you can generate, the better gear you can
I know
acquire
people
for
really
your
like
next
them,
one.
but
What
yeah,
could
I've
possibly
on
go
a personal level, I've got
Fame
no
and
idea the
misfortune
difference
awakening,
between all of the
content
multiplayer
to
horrors that
Nintendo
currently
Switch 2
exist.
and Nintendo
You show me it and I'm just like, I
next
can
year.
tell you it's definitely one of them, I just don't know which one.
Hi, I'm Kenny Sun, and today I'm excited to share Ball Pit. It's an action
you've got
roguelike
lemons.
that fuses elements inspired by some of my favorite games, like Hold Down, Vampire Survivors, and Loop Hero.
Action
I'm working with an
roguelike.
amazing team of artists who have brought the world to life with a beautiful low polypixel art style, as well as composer Amos Roddy, whose pulse-pounding soundtrack locks you into the rhythm of the action. We can't wait to share with you all.
I'm sorry, I'm not sure who that is.
Time to have a ball in the brand new survival roguelike, Ball Pit.
In the ruins of old Balbalon, you'll battle through auto-scrolling levels.
Oh
with
my god, Breakout
style
Roguelite.
attacks using a bevy
Spawn
of
everyone's playing them and then a
on
month
the
they get
battlefield.
replaced.
You better ball.
Breakout
me up. There are
Roguelite.
over 2 randomized balls to equip and combine during your journey. Experiment with powerful and unexpected synergies to blast your way through the pit.
Collect resources as you progress to build out new Balbalon with over 70 distinct buildings. earning
I
you
love the
powers,
genre. I love the
bonuses,
the
characters,
games
and
that are
more.
just
Each region of the pit
combine
offers its own
different
special set of
genres
hazards
that you wouldn't
on top
normally
of
expect and
swarms
see
of
what the fuck
increasingly
happens.
Challenging foes and mighty screen-filling
Because I'll be
bosses.
honest,
This
like,
pit
now
is
that I'm looking at this, a Breakout
Fortunately,
Roguelite
you'll
could
meet
work
other
super
treasure
well.
hunters
I mean, it's
along
not
the way
full-on Breakout
who can
because
add
you're not, like,
individual
you're
skills
shooting.
and upgrade
You're
your
not
powers to
bouncing a
your
ball with a
arsenal.
paddle. So it's not full-on Breakout, but, like, it's close enough.
Experimentation and adaptation are crucial to the success of new Balbalon. So go out and create total chaos against the approaching hordes.
I can
of
tell where the
Ball Pit.
Vampire Survivors
Bouncing its way
influence
onto
comes in.
Nintendo Switch 2
I can tell where the
this fall.
Vampire Survivors
And
influence comes in because
Nintendo
there is
Switch
shit
October
everywhere on the screen. I'll write that down. I'll write that down. Ball expert. Ultimate sheep raccoon? Isn't it chicken horse? Bro, did they turn? Wait, is this Ultimate Chicken Horse, but it's also Trials? Ultimate Chicken Horse, but Trials is fucking genius. That is amazing. Okay, that's inspired. That's a really fun twist. Ultimate sheep raccoon. Okay, that's
ス
awesome.
タジオウスのブラインドの渋谷です。
音楽担当とのヌーです。
はいです。
グレイシャドは私のホームである北海道の豊かな生態系や寒冷な気候からインスピレーション
Well,
を受けて
Hokkaido, I
ま
was
した
there in Yakuza
音楽で
recently.
はその世界に共鳴すべく声も
My
多
only
用して
connection to
状
Japan.
況を描きました。
自然にインスパイアされたそれでいて JRPG
Whoa,
的
did you
なスパイ
say
スに
did you say voice? Did you
描き
say
ました。
okay? Music is only voices.
自然にインスパイアされた
Acapella
そ
soundtrack?
れでいて JRPG 的なスパイスの効いたアクションゲームです。遠い未来
Chill
の
nature
世界
inspired
中の
JRPG with
彼らの視点で
acapella.
展開する物語を楽しんでください。
Avian species. What?
65 million years in the future.
A lot of concepts going on at
Everwinter
once.
has encased Earth within a permanent layer of ice. But under the surface, a new chapter unfolds.
In Glaciered, you play as a Twai, an evolved avian species descended from dinosaurs, endowed with the abilities needed to protect the Everwinter oceans.
These stunning underwater worlds are full of mysteries that are waiting to be explored and defended.
As you swim through these scenic vistas, you'll engage ferocious marine beasts in real-time combat, unleash melee and ranged attacks, along with special abilities to fell these foes.
Use experience gained from these battles to build up your Twi's wings and various abilities to become the Everwinter's ultimate.
There's a lot going
Get
on,
ready
but
to
I'm
soar the
intrigued.
seas at the end of time in Glaciered, launching as a
There's a
tiny
lot
console
going on.
exclusive
I'm right.
on a
This
Nintendo
is
62
a
system.
there's a lot of good shit in this one. Holy crap!
Before we go,
There's
let's
a
check
lot of
out
good
a
stuff in
few
this
more
indie world.
exciting indie games
There's a lot of stuff
heading
here that I'm
to
looking
Nintendo
at. I'm just like,
62
this is
and
really
Nintendo
interesting.
Switch.
Winterborough. This is immediately reminding me of a game. What's the game? I can't remember. Undusted Letters from the Past. It's a cleaning sim, but don't stop that. Yeah, there it is. There it is. Okay, you all knew exactly what I was thinking of. Yeah, yeah. Don't stop. Yeah. Tiny little bookshop sim. Holy shit! Yo! Case of Quad! Yo, actually getting a Switch launch. Nice. I'm always intimidated to get into it. It always seems like so much to try and get into. But everyone I know who plays it fucking loves it. Calamity Ganon? There's your farming sim. There's your non-Eldritch horror farming sim. Oh, UFO 50? Later today. That's another one that I've heard that people have been saying a lot of positives about. It's basically a compilation of games, from my understanding.
That's all for today's Indie World. We hope you enjoyed the games in today's
Oh, no big final one.
showcase.
A big thank you, as always, to our indie community. And
No big
partners
final
for
game to
bringing
talk about.
their craft,
I guess the big one is
and
Mina,
imaginations to
but we've
players
seen a
on
lot
Nintendo
about
Switch
it, so
2
saving it for
and
a stinger for
Nintendo
last when
Switch.
it's coming out soon
Follow
doesn't really
our
make
official
sense.
Indie World
Stingers
account
are
to
usually
stay
much
up to
further
date
away
on the
way
latest
games
news
rather
from
than something
Indie
we've heard a
World.
lot about that's
Until
coming
next
out
time,
soon.
Happy gaming!
Oh, people are gonna be so mad there's no Silksong. But how on a scale of 1 to 10, how mad are people are that there's no Silksong? I gotta say though, there's a lot of really cool. I gotta add UFO 50 to the list as well. Fuck it. There's a lot of good looking stuff here. Silksong, Skong is not here. I'm sorry. There's a lot of good stuff here. I gotta be honest. Most of the big things that they were showing, is stuff that I'm like, at least curious to see more about. Well, obviously Mina, it's Shovel Knight devs. I fucking love Shovel Knight. World Dweller just looks really like fucking the art style shit, but also just the shmovement from Metroidvania. Shmovement in Metroidvania going together like peanut butter and chocolate. Neverway, I don't know how much Neverway would be something I would personally enjoy. Because this really, like,
Sounds intriguing.
This
Tell
super
me more.
depends on
It sounded
how
intriguing
much does
to
it lean into
Fiona
the
too,
farming sim,
who hopes
how
to
much does it
survive
lead
this
into the Elder
unusual
Chorra.
set of circumstances in Neverway.
Because I feel like the balance for me specifically... Oh my god, she's wearing an Among Us shirt. I feel like for me specifically, the balance of Neverway would be hard to achieve for someone like me. If the farming sim is so little, then it feels like the farming sim is just there to be like, oh, it's farming sim, but there's horror elements. If there's not enough of it, then it kind of feels tacked on for the sake of saying it's a horror farming sim. But if there's too much focus on the farming sim, I probably wouldn't personally enjoy it as much. So, like, none of that's, like, necessarily criticism against what the game could be. It's more so the balance for me specifically. I don't know whether, like, what this game wants to do for that balance and what I would want from that balance. Like, there's, like, a range that I would have. And, like, my range is, like, moving around while this thing's bouncing around. And it's like a golf minigame where you gotta line it up to get the good shot. So, I'd definitely be intrigued, but it would be the kind of thing of, like, I'd want to see more about how much of it is farming. And how much of it is horror and how much of it is, like, social stuff. Hurdling seems like it would be a perfect... Like, if this game, if Hurdling is, like, a nice, clean 4 to 5 hour game, like, 3 to 5 hour game, then this would be a perfect single stream game. Like, so... If Hurdling ends up being like 10 hours, I don't know if that approach would work for this game. Like, again, I'm thinking Journey vibes. If Hurdling is a nice, sweet, solid 3 to 5 hours, then I think that would be really good for what its concept is. Is this thing taken as cute and adorable? I think it's a really nice idea for a puzzle game. Not something that I'd be like super interested in playing on stream, but it could be the type of thing where it's like I might just download on my Switch to play a puzzle game on my Switch. Little Kitty Big City, it's an update. Content warning, I don't have friends. And Ball Pit is, yeah, I'm definitely intrigued by that. And Sheep Raccoon, again, I don't have friends. And Glacier, Glacier has a lot going on. I would want to, like, the main thing for Glacier is I would want to see, like, 15 minutes of unbroken gameplay. I'd want to see 15 minutes of unbroken gameplay of Glacier to also see what the loop is like. Is it a shitload of JRPG combat? Is it a shitload of this gathering? Is there, like, a lot of story elements of talking to a lot of people and things like that? Like, what's the loop of it like? And stuff like that. I mean, I'm definitely I'd definitely be intrigued by it, but in terms of just being like, oh, it's gonna be fucking awesome, I gotta see it like a bit more unbroken. But I gotta say, there's a lot of good stuff here. These are gonna be the type. This is gonna be the type of I feel like it's going to be the type of Indie World Showcase that people are going to be mad because the one big thing they want is to be there isn't there, that they're going to ignore all of this. And also, I swear to God, if I see comments of people saying there are too many farming sims, there's like one here. There's like one farming sim here, which also seems to have go-karts in it. And then this farming sim is very clearly meant to be a major twist on the genre. So if there are any comments of people saying, oh my god, there's too many farming sims, then you're just saying the meme because you saw a single farming sim, and shush. But I added 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I added 6 things to my list from this direct. From the partner showcase, I added 3. So, therefore, Indie World Showcase wins! That's how we judge it. Anyways, I'm out of here. Well, I'm not. I'm going to go play Mario Kart, but for the YouTube video, I'm not going to shove that in at the end of this. That'd be weird. Next time, we'll play one of those games at some point. And by that, I mean really long way, because there's so many other games that I already have on my list that I've added to wanting to play first. Oops! So until next time, this is Version2, signing out.